I've got a question in from a farmer friend of ours. He texted it in. He writes, I'm going to grow hemp next year. Do you recommend starting with seed or buying clones, Suzanne?
Seed. Clones, you run a really high risk of bringing in the cannabis aphid, this borodon species. That's been a real problem, but you're not going to bring those in on seed.
Really? I heard you mention this earlier. It didn't come up, but there's a specific bug that only lives on cannabis. Is that right?
There's a handful of them.
Oh, really?
The genus is borodon, the species is cannabis, and they call it the borodon aphid, the cannabis aphid, the hemp aphid, the bagang aphid. That's all the same name for it, and it only lives on the cannabis plant. It does not live on hops. It doesn't live on any other plant that we've ever seen yet.
Smart bug.
And so you get it by bringing it in on cuttings, or somebody comes to visit you and they have it and they bring it on their clothing. And the same thing for the hemp russet mite. It's a super, super tiny mite. You need high, high magnification to see it. Same thing, it only lives on cannabis.
So the risk of getting a clone is the bug.
If you bring in clones, you better have a quarantine area and a whole protocol to make sure you treat for pretty much everything to make sure you don't bring it in.